Hey breakholders, how you doing? In this video, I'm super pumped to announce you our first native integration at breakcold, which is Slack. If you have a team or if you care about having strong processes for yourself or with clients, you are probably using Slack. That's why we build this for our sales, but also for customers who are already using it. So let me show you how that works and what you can achieve with breakcold. So the first thing is that you go to your settings, then you go to that new section called app stores, where in the coming weeks you're gonna have like so many integrations, it's gonna be crazy. And so essentially you're gonna type in Slack, or you can just find it with by going to team workflow right there, and then you're gonna click on Slack. Then you're gonna click on install, and I'm gonna connect our Slack channels so that we can do an example together. So now we inside of it, and the first thing you can notice, right, is that there's three sections in this Slack integration. So the first thing is that notify on task due. So this one is pretty simple. When you have a task that is due, you're going to be notified in a specific Slack channel. You can customize the message. I'm going to show you how to do it in another example. But essentially, if you don't like to receive the notification when a task is due inside breakcold or via email, and you just prefer Slack because you breathe, you live in Slack, this is the way to go. Then you have notify on lead score change. So essentially, like in breakcold, we have this auto lead scoring system depending on your email, calling, and LinkedIn and other stuff, interactions, like all your sales activities, right? And so automatically a score is given to the lead. And so you can say, okay, maybe you have like tons of leads where you had good conversations. So you have like a good to medium connection strength with them. But the thing is, you never want them to go below medium or below weak. You always want to keep the momentum going, right? And so what you can say is that, okay, when the lead scoring is going below like medium, which means that it will go to weak or to none or whatever, like automatically you will get a Slack notification, so that it's kind of like an auto reminder, an auto task to say, hey man, like keep the momentum going. You need to stay top of mind with that list. You need to follow up, and so you will get a Slack notification. And so from there, we're going to do an example together with that one, which is notify me on pipeline change, which essentially is, for example, when a lead arrives in that specific sales pipeline list, in that specific sales pipeline stage, you're going to get a Slack notification. So let's do an example together. It's going to be much, much clearer. So the goal is to send a Slack notification in that Slack channel here, which is called health, for that example. And essentially, first we're going to select like a specific sales pipeline stage. So here I'm going to say, okay, so when someone arrives in the sales pipeline stage interested in the list prospect, I'm going to get a notification. And I want the notification to go to the health Slack channel right there. And then you have the content of your message. So the first thing you need to know is that you can use a bunch of variables. So here you see, I just have like a couple of them, but by the time you're watching this video, you're gonna have like pretty much like 10 to 20 plus variables to use. And so the thing is, you can just craft the message you want. And so here I'm gonna use a template, but I'm just gonna show you what you can do. So for example, you can say, okay, first name, then last name, and then you just build your message, right? I'm gonna show you with a template, it's gonna be much easier. But the thing you need to bear in mind is that Slack has different formats. So for example, if you want to put things in bold, if you want to tag someone, you can just refer to that documentation, and then you can just use it, and it will be supported in the Slack integration. So I'm going to go back to breakcold now. I'm going to close this. And so let's see the message. So the message is like first name, last name from that company is now like interested. And then we're saying you're taking over, and then we're tagging a team member. Let's get it. And then we put the LinkedIn URL. So here I will not put a real LinkedIn URL, for example. I will not put a real link to the breakcold lead, but just for you to understand it. And then what we're going to do is that we're gonna click on send now. So let me go to save it, and here, oh, yeah, I have a little problem right now. I have so many apps running to record this video. So yeah, it's a bit slow, but we'll see. So now I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to pipeline. And what we're going to do is that I'm going to go to the prospects list right there. And you see here, we're going to go all the way up to interested for that example. And so I'm going to just take Libby right there. And here it's a bit slow because I have like a very high resolution camera, so I'm pretty pissed actually, guys. But yeah, let's just do it. And so then I'm gonna just drag and drop like Libby right there to interested. And you see now automatically, if we go back to Slack, you see we have the notification. Libby Rig from MailChimp is now interested. You're taking over Matthew LeFlock. Let's get it. And then like you have like the ID of the lead, you have the LinkedIn URL, which is not a real one because I don't want to share too much data right there. But essentially you can do pretty much everything using the variables and tagging team members and just building notifications. And here I just manually drag and drop the lead inside the pipeline. But like you can use Zapier and other software inside breakcold to essentially like do a bunch of automation. And so everything can be actually run automatically, especially when it comes to updating the statuses of the lead in the pipeline. So from there, like yeah, the sky is the limit. To be fair on that integration, so you can do pretty much what you want. And just on another note, because I think the initial video wasn't clear enough, is if you want to add bold to your message, you could just type the word and you put the stars like this, and you will have the bold. You can check all the formats right there in the Slack support. And if you want to tag someone, what you have to do is that you need to put brackets like this, and then you have to put like the @ and then the username, the user ID of your colleague. But the thing is, when you go to the user ID, it's very badly done actually, because if you go to like your team member, what's gonna happen is that if you click right there, you see you have an ID right there, but it's not the right one. What you have to do actually is to go to the full profile of the person. So I'm gonna go to the full profile right there, and then I'm gonna click right there, display me the full profile, and inside this section, like you should have like the ID of the member right there, which is absolutely different from the ones I just showed you.